We're at Vivint Smart Home Arena, the home of the Jazz, as 2K Sports brings you today's action. Live from Salt Lake City, Utah. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is on our sideline. The Utah Jazz come into this one following a loss to Orlando. You know, guys, you hate to get embarrassed on your home court, but that's exactly what happened. It was a tough loss for them.
Yeah, and Kevin, they got punished in that third quarter. They just came out without any fight after halftime, and you can't do that.
And the starting group for the Grizzlies. Sabonis is out there with Fall. Then there's Norman Powell. Then there's Jonathan Isaac. And it's Young in at the one spot. And they're able to recover. Here's George. And it's out of bounds. The Jazz able to retain possession here. And Walker kicks to Grant. Jazz passing it around. Smart passes to Walker. Over Young. And it's Walker that time on the assist by Grant.
You know, Walker can be absolutely deadly from mid-range, and he knows exactly how to shake free for the shot he wants.
Here's Young. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. The Grizzlies shooting their first free throws here for the night. That free throw good from Young. And so Young nails them both.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, I caught up with the Grizzlies head coach. Going up against the still imposing presence of DeAndre Jordan, coach said he's one of the all-time athletes at the center position. Right near the top as far as game dunkers, too. Kevin, they're trying to deny him deep position. Good looking. Back to you.
Thank you, David. So first quarter just over a minute and a half in. Smart passes to Jordan. Misses the layup.
You know, even though it's a point-blank range shot, that's not an easy one, especially when the defense is that tight.
And it's in there.
Man, I admire how Isaac fights through the contact there, man. Grit and grind on display, not letting the defense tie him down on these shots.
Now here's Smart. We've got 1:48 left in the first.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Here's Young. A stupendous finish in traffic.
You know, fending off the defense well there. Young solid at just being crafty enough in these types of situations.
Now here's George. The pass to Walker. 1:16 left to play in the first quarter. He gets that one.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Young against Walker. It's Young on the wing. Pass to Isaac. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Over Walker. And the Grizzlies tack on 2 more.
And Isaac really a big-time player on the interior. When he's near the basket, he's looking to score the ball.
Smart passes to Jordan. Powell against Smart. Got a hand on it. 6-second difference between shot and game clock. Young. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm. Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
And some of what Smart gives this team doesn't always show up in the stat sheet, but he makes plays that help you win.
A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Utah up. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. Guys, from what we've been watching with the Jazz, what are you guys seeing out there?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Boy, grinding it out on the glass. They've really been working for those points.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. And Vancouver, you know who they've got? They've got Fall. Norman Powell is out there with Trae Young. Then it's Sabonis, and it's Isaac in at the small forward. And there's the defensive 3-second call. The Jazz have shot just one free throw, missing that one earlier.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And they've increased their percentage quite a bit since last season, guys.
On defense, the Grizzlies trailing by 2. And George kicks to Walker. 6 on the shot clock. Smart up top, guarded by Powell. Smart misses.
I love the anticipation defensively there to get into the perfect spot.
Powell against Smart. Passes it to Young. From deep. Rebounded by the Jazz. Here's Smart. And it's off from three-point range.
You know, it hasn't been his best outing, but they still find themselves in the driver's seat here.
Powell against Grant. Powell kicks to Young. Shoots over Walker. Young's shot is off. Utah leading. Walker in the corner. Bangs home the trifecta. Walker's got 8 points.
You know, I think Walker has really worked hard on the three-point shooting throughout his career, and it shows. He's a much better deep ball shooter than he was when he first came into the league.
Now here's Powell. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. The Grizzlies with another miss. And so George will bring it up for Utah. 5-point lead, the biggest of the game.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Isaac with the ball. Defended by George. Isaac passes to Fall. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Utah.
Fellas, they're passing the ball the way you're supposed to here in this first half.
Something else they've been able to do so far tonight is earn those tough points in the paint.
Now here's Walker. 8 points for him. George finds Walker. Over Young. That one rolling around and runs out.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
And it's sent back by George.
Terrific focus from George there, reading the shooter the entire way through. A great shot block.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there, Greg.
And so Smart nails both of them. We've got 1:08 left to play here in the half. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here's Isaac. It's hauled in by George.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
Powell lays it up off the glass.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Powell against Smart. Jordan up top. Just 5 on the clock. Smart misses. Vancouver trails by 4. Here's Powell. Young in the corner. True on the 14-footer. Young's got 4 this quarter.
Such a creative ball handler. Young has an ability to carve out room for himself with his dribble.
So that'll be it for the first half.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Utah found themselves in a close game in the first. At the end of the period, they held a 3. And that's going to do.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. We've seen Kemba Walker really having a great game.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
They've got Marcus Smart. Jeremy Grant is out there with Paul George. And there's Kemba Walker. And it's Jordan in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the 5 on the floor for the Jazz.
Great speed displayed by George on his way to the bucket. Devastating to the defense with those dunking skills of his.
Young taking his time here. Plays it up and banks it in. Young's got 10 points.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Walker against Young. And it's Jordan with the jam.
Yeah, I think the train has left the station in regards to Walker ever being able to live his shoot-first reputation down. But as we see here, this is a guy who can make some spectacular passes.
Young with no one around. Utah with the rebound. Jordan's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Smart, wide open, he fires. Off target from outside.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute them because his shot making is not happening right now.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Somebody you can count on. He is an extremely reliable finisher.
Walker with a clean look. No good from outside. Walker's gotten 3 of his 8 shots to go, around 37% for the tie. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan.
Got to be careful in how you're going to guard Young. He often seeks out contact and really forces the issue.
And so George will bring it up for the Utah Jazz. Walker in the corner. The shot's good on the assist by George. And that's 10 points for Kemba Walker.
Yeah, Walker seemed unbothered by the defense there. Very creative with the rock in his hand.
Young against Walker. Young drives in. That's tipped. And it's sent back by Isaac.
And the suffocating reach of Isaac is tough to overcome and outshoot. Excels at getting up and denying shots.
And George kicks to Smart. Shoots over Powell. Smart misses.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones. So impressive, the fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
Yeah, you know, battling back is about staying the course, and their attitude never changed.
George passes to Jordan. Outside, George. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here.
The Grizzlies have made 6 of their 7 attempts at the line in this one.
I look at Sabonis as a terrific stretch 4. He's a guy who can play either power forward or center, and he has excellent length and a nice touch.
Utah trailing here. Lobs it up for Jordan, and DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Yeah, you got to respect the athletic reach of Jordan now. Throw it up, and he will bash in the alley-oop.
George against Young. To the middle, lock at 6. Here's Isaac. Count the basket. Isaac's got the lead up to 2 now for Vancouver.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
Walker against Young. Now here's Walker. Defense is right there. From deep three-point range, and we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. It's Vancouver. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Taking a look at the Grizzlies. Sabonis is out there with Isaac. Then it's Trae Young. Then there's Norman Powell. And it's Fall in its center. Sabonis against Walker. Beyond the arc. That shot off. So Vancouver will take it the other way. Powell against Smart. Here's Isaac. True on the 14-footer. And the Grizzlies lead by 4.
Boy, nice rhythm that time. See how Isaac let it fly right off the catch? That shows you confidence in the jumper.
Jordan finds Walker. Walker missing again.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
To the paint. Here's Sabonis. And slam dunk by Sabonis.
Really easy to appreciate Isaac, Kevin. I mean, a solid teammate who's always ready to share the sugar.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And the Grizzlies leading by 4. Young outside. Over Walker. And there's Vancouver with another bucket.
And with their hot shooting here in the second half, their field goal percentage over 50% now for the game.
Yeah, it's not a surprise then to see them out in front the way they've been efficient offensively in this half and actually throughout the entire game.
A putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Yeah, Jordan is aggressive as a rebounder. He uses his massive body, athleticism, and long arms to wreak havoc on the glass.
Pass to Powell. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Young's got 3 assists now in this one. We've got 1:48 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Walker. The putback.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going.
And that sixth sense, guys, might be better than just about anybody else.
And the dunk by Grant.
And there you see Grant once again showing us how promising a player he is. Showing real courage taking that shot in a big moment.
Walker against Young. With the putback. And staying with the play, Sabonis. And the Grizzlies lead by 4.
Always better to be lucky than good when it comes to offensive rebound. And unless you're as good as he is, then those tip-ins are all about skill.
Young against Walker. Young outside. The pass to Isaac.
And, you know, Isaac doesn't mess around close to the rim. When he's got good position, he's forcing the defense to foul.
Good on the first, and that puts them up by 5. Second second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one. George dishes to Jordan. They double-team Walker. Here's George. Good! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Hey, you know that George is going to take the shot when the game is up for grabs. I mean, that's who he is, and that's what's expected of him. He's an exceptional decision maker in these situations, which makes it even more obvious.
Young with the ball. He's picked up by Walker. Sabonis. The rebound by the Jazz. Sabonis with the steal. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Can't afford to be too handsy with Sabonis. He's very good at forcing the issue and getting these calls.
He's off on the free throw and able to get that second one to drop in.
Can't waste any time here.
No, you need a quick bucket and then a quick foul.
Money! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
There's no doubt about it. Walker has got the touch.
They're going to prolong the game here with an intentional foul.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And you know what, Greg? Who knows? A few misses at the stripe, and they're right there within range. You know, late game free throws are a lot different than early game free throws in terms of making them.
And the Jazz call time here. They're trailing by 4. 20 seconds left in the game. Guys, what do you think?
Yeah, trying to get back in this thing, they need a score.
Yeah, and they need it hiccup fast. I mean, they'll be drawing up a quick hitter in the huddle here, no doubt.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, during the last break, I heard Quinn Snyder talking with his team. He told them they have to pick it up. He said there's no time like the present, fellas. Embrace the moment, and let's take back this game. See what they can do, Kevin.
All right, thank you, David. And they need to stop the clock, so there's a foul.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
But there was no time really to be selective. Stopping the clock was the priority.
Just a bright, young, offensive talent. Young isn't shy about forcing the action. Takes a lot of trips to the line.
Utah calls timeout. They're behind by 5. We've got 13 seconds left in the fourth quarter. We've got 13 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
You know, at the end of the day, size does matter, especially on the glass.
And so they foul intentionally. It's the first, and that increases their lead to 6. And so he drops them both. It's a 7-point game. 6 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Smart kicks to Jordan. And here's Walker outside. That shot missing.
How about the determination? Now that's what we call competing for a rebound.